Yep, that's it guys. We are on the top of the range for Shimano MTB components that we are covering on this series of episodes, starting with Shimano Tourney, and now we are concluding with the XTR. The Shimano XT was the last group set that I recommended. The second last was not the SLX but Diori. What about XTR? I think we shouldn't be asking this question for XTR, because this is just the most desirable group set from Shimano, and when you look at the price of $1,300 versus $560 for super nice group set, which is XT, we shouldn't be asking the question. If you've got the money and you like having awesome bike, you just go for XTR, of course, but you can be competing with anyone in the world on Shimano XT, that's for sure, period. Now, what will be the main differences between XTR and XT? Now, there is quite a few features that XT brings to the topic comparing to the lower group sets, but in terms of XTR and XT comparison, thanks to the trickle-down technology, XT already got all the technologies that XTR has. So there will be some improvements on XTR components, and basically the difference will be in the material used to produce those. So let's do also some weight comparison and talk about some details here. Alright, let's start with the shifters. We have like basically same kind of assembling montage system like iSpec 2 here as well. And in terms of the weight, let's just see. The SL M9000 would weigh 200 grams and XT will weigh 44 grams more, so 244 for XT. That's one of the examples. We have two-way release, instant release, and for the right shifter also the multi-release. XT has all of these features, but on the product info here on this website of Shimano, we can see some differences, like for instance the XTR shifter has a 4-bearing system, which is stated somewhere here, so those will be working a bit smoother. So we have multi-bearing construction. These are 4 bearings here, both for XTR and Saint, and for XT we will have 2 bearings instead of 4. So multi-bearing construction, we have 2 bearings, so smoother operation of XTR, that's for sure. And of course the difference in material used here, and also the multi-release and multiple shifting system is improved for the XTR here. One thing about this GFRP material, and there will be also CFRP. GFRP stands for a glass fiber reinforced polymer, so it's like a plastic polymer that's a plastic reinforced by glass fiber or with glass fiber, and CFRP will be the carbon fiber reinforced polymer. And we will often see those informations on the on this comparison. So on this website, productinfo shimano.com, you can compare all the materials that were used to do the levers, the body and everything of the shifters and any other components. So these were the shifters, just briefly. And now let's look at some other components. We have the front derailleurs, of course, available on the systems that you would need for your bike, like full suspension and front suspension, 29er of course. And if we compare, for example, the M9000H with the M8000H, which is the XT, here we have 130 grams for the front derailleur, and the XT will be 21 grams heavier. For this version L, we have 112 for XTR and 135 for XT. So it's kind of like XT versus SLX. We would get 20 grams here, 30 grams there, but overall I think that there will be more weight advantage of XTR comparing to XT than XT comparing to SLX because of carbon fiber, of course. Alright, let's go to the crankset. we have like same system, 1x, 2x and 3x, and same gearing ratio, exactly the same. Now here we will have some nice differences in terms of the weight. This one, triple crankset for XTR, weighs 655 grams and XT 774. The double one, 629 for XTR and 695 for XT, and then 603 or 4 grams for the 1x and 680 for the 1x on XT. Same systems here in terms of changing the gears, so no big deal, but in terms of the weight you can see the difference. Why there is so much difference in terms of the weight? When we look here at the Shimano page, we have the crankset. Let's just see the triple one, and we'll look at some of the material. We have this 40, 30, 22 teeth triple crankset, and now we go for the material used here. We have crank arms, which are aluminum, same for XT. Crank axle, which is steel, not titanium, it's steel, same for XT. And now here we have the outer ring made of aluminum on the carbon fiber reinforced polymer on plastic, the middle ring titanium on carbon fiber reinforced polymer, and the inner ring is aluminum. All right, now the fixing bolts are aluminum, and then when we go to see the XT, also the triple one, let's just find this one. It starts right here, triple one, and there's the chart for the materials. Once more, the crank arms aluminum, crank axle steel, but spider arm aluminum, and then we have the outer ring aluminum on GFRP, not CFRP but GFRP, so glass fiber reinforced plastic or polymer. Middle ring steel on carbon fiber reinforced polymer, so here we have steel instead of titanium, and then the inner ring is aluminum. So you can find all those informations here. For XTR, there've been really some nice material used here. That's why there is so much weight savings. Now XTR rear derailleur for the this one is the short cage. For XTR we have 224 grams, for XT we have 271, so almost 50 grams difference. And now this middle long cage, it's 227 for XTR and 275 for XT, so once more around 50 grams advantage for the XTR. Same systems, Genesis 11, Shadow Plus, but we also have some information that XTR was made to be optimized in terms of those links working just in accordance with the cassette. So the travel of the rear derailleur should be improved comparing to XT. So that's kind of a difference, right? But shifting on XT is so smooth, even on the lower range components. Now, the cassette, we have cassette here 11 through 40, which weighs 331 grams for XTR and 411 for XT, so we have 80 grams more. And once more, we can go here for the website and see the cassette sprocket, and then you will see the difference. That's the XTR, that's the XT. The largest sprocket is made of aluminum, that's the double 2 stars, but then the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh is made of titanium for XTR. So there is so much weight savings, but that's not all. We also have two carbon spider arms for XTR and only 2 aluminum spiders for XT. So XTR will have 2 carbon spider arms and 2 aluminum. XT will have only 2 aluminum, so no carbon used for the spiders. So the skeleton for our cogs. Of course, we should remember that the more titanium we have on the drivetrain, the more often we have to replace our chain. But in terms of the shifting performance, I wouldn't expect having much better shifting performance here. Okay, we have ICE Technologies Freeza here. For XTR we have the cross-country version and the trail enduro version for XTR. In terms of the weight, once more, XTR for the front weighs 316 grams and XT, that's funny, they write 399.9, so we have 400 grams for XT and 316 for XTR. So we still have some nice weight savings here. Now hubs, same system, same kinds of axles like through axle and the quick release and so on. And here the differences will be 136 for the XTR versus 148 for XT, 265 for XTR and 359 for XT, and here 268 for XTR and 328 for XT. So that's it, guys. And then the pedals, I'm gonna do another episode on all the pedals of Shimano, but XTR weighs 310 in the cross-country version and 343 for XT, so XT will be 33 grams heavier for cross-country. And for the trail and enduro, XTR weighs 379 and XT 408, so it will be 29 grams heavier. And then the wheels, and essentially same approach here. We do have those TL wheels, but this 9000 is for cross-country with C20 rims, and 9020 is for enduro trails with C24 rims. But we have another pair of wheels for XTR, which is the TU instead of TL, which is the tubular version, of course, carbon fiber, high modulus carbon fiber. And that's it basically, guys. So super nice Groupset, that's for sure, super awesome looking, and quite durable, maybe except for the drivetrain, because remember, you have titanium sprockets, you have to replace your chain more often, and the chain costs some money as well. The chain of XTR will be 10 grams lighter than the chain for XT. So that's it for this comparison. Thanks for watching, and if you have any further questions, put them below in the comments. I'll maybe try to find any additional information for you on the Shimano catalogs. But so far, thanks for watching and your support, and I will see you soon in another episode. Bye bye.